And what is it that I can do for you, Salty? What do you want? I'm busy playing a game. Leave me alone. Watching a video. Well, alright, I suppose. A few notes on this here about this. Alright, fine, buddy. I'll help you out.
Z squared. If you don't happen to notice, I claim you've seen this for 2 dimensions. It's just Pythagoras' theorem.
Okay, so that was from notes from
So if we want to normalize the vector's length to 1, we have to scale everything down by the length of the vector.
I've watched this. I've come back for you, Salty.
Because if we divide the length of the vector by the length of the vector, we obviously get 1. So all that's left to do is to divide x, y, and z by the length, or similarly, multiply by 1 divided by the length.
So we got the drawer. We got all the drawers. Putting them in the drawer. Putting all the stuff in the drawer. And this drawer, see how fast he's going? This thing is fast. The reason kids don't get this to why this is, well, we'll get into that later about this evil computer hacker Mu. You can do Mu. Just change it a little bit to the approximation of 0 when this thing's factoring zeros or negative zeros, a double zero. They don't do this, and that would be very advanced, but you're doing it right here. This is that negative 0 with Mu, and if you do it that way, this thing programs its way through there just a little bit, and now it knows because it hit that trigger. And that's just like a basic program for a function on an app, XY. And that's a button in the drawer. That's a button. That button is here, spatially located there, right? So, X, Y, Z, square. If you didn't have this set up, you didn't have your paperwork, you didn't have this book close by. That lay right there. It's right there. And this one, if I'm facing this way, I do it this way. I come around, I do it this way. If I'm sitting over here, we do. Okay, good to go.
It is easy, and more importantly, really fast.
And you think about your steps. Think about your steps. Very specific. I was like, X, I'm moving. I started to be a programmer today. I'm a thermaler, right? I'm a thermaler. I've decided in the universe, nobody, not a damn one of you droids come out of here out of that mud puddle like a fucking Rev 10. I'm gonna drown you. That's what it is. Gravity says, Uncle Sam, that's what that is, AR-15, but that doesn't mean it's right. You couldn't why. That was the first step in there about thermalers, and I have 2 of them. Oh, shit. Fuck me. Program. We need a calculator. Give me a calculator. Where's my ones and zeros? Carry on.
Implemented as x times x plus y times y plus z times z. And all it is just 3 multiplications summed up.
No battery.
Additions and
The battery's free.
multiplications
It gets wet. Doesn't like being wet.
operations
This one doesn't
that
like
have
being
been
wet either,
designed
but
to
you
be
can send
very
it faster.
fast.
You can throw it.
The square root, on the other hand, is a
Square root.
terribly slow operation, and division is not much better.
You get
This
this.
is not good.
This
if
is
we
what
have
you
several
want.
thousands of surfaces
You
where
would go.
each has a vector
I
that
did
needs
all
to be
that, and all
normalized.
that I figured out. I had
But
to.
this also means that here we have an opportunity for speed improvement.
Math class.
If we
You don't know what
even
these
just an
numbers are.
approximation of
Not like
what
this
the
guy does,
square root
XYZ.
of x
Did he do a
as long as it's
backlog book
fast,
on this? And he's
equals
looking
the
at this from the other
expression
side of the
pi.
universe going,
The
haha,
square
you
root
can't
is
see me,
such
fuck
an
you.
approximation, with only an
Now
error
you
of
can't
at
touch me.
most 1%, while being 3 times as fast. Looking at the code again, we can see that the beginning is pretty harmless. We are given a number
No,
called
wait.
number as input.
So
The
log is
number we're
pink.
supposed
Is
to
this
take the
Python?
inverse square root of. First, with the variable I, we declare a
The difference.
32-bit number. Then we declare 2 32-bit decimal numbers, x2 and y. And then we store 1.5 into the variable with the obvious name 3 halves. Next 2 lines simply copy half of the input into x2 and the whole input into
Okay, so back to X. Which X did you want? Where was the blinkies last time? We were in Controls Dark, okay. You wanted a 3D engine on the universe. Gotcha, buddy. No problem. It's right here. It's in this button. Right here. It's hiding. This is the 3D engine of the universe. I start them here. Can I make them make that button out of that hot garbage on the samples? It's not this. This is not what the samples button is. And this is a test. Button. And then you get into Y. See the thing? We did the Y is about the Pythagorean theorem. X, Y. Click, click, click. X, Y. Click, 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 click. It's into this because you clicked the button on the first page that did this. And it opens this fucking button right here. You put that one in here. Right there. Find it in number 1. Salty number 1. Right there. There you go. Just the box. Looking at you. Blink. Blink. Salty 1.1, he says hello to you. Somebody out there, you did things. You clicked buttons, probably a million of them. I know you'd think you clicked 1. It's XYZ. You did this while you were in there. I had to put all this stuff in here autonomously. So when I click this button, this alien fucking thing would come at me and say hello. Come at me. I get to. I'm crazy like that. Rock jump out. You ever had a tow hitch just jump out and fucking catch you in the shin? Wrap around. It should be this one. Why are you different? Dark themes? Okay, we just got regular dark themes. Again, that's what you have to do. You have to go through that. First it'll get you the back screen, then you'll get hello. You know you don't need those two in here, but it was in this one and it made it work, so take it away. That's XY, that's I, and the irrational number. That is the irrational blinky light. Got long up here, Z1, 1, 1, 1, 1, or yeah, Z, oh, I, 1, 0, 1, it'd be A, fucking X, it's a fractal, or whatever, half. So this is 1, this is or 0, this is 1 half, -1. It could be -1 that makes it X. I can do that with X. You can do that with X, and you don't see yourself doing it here. But if you can catch the rabbit in that servo chip and just click it right in there, it would be right here. You did it right there. What do you mean I did it right there? Well, you'll do it here too. And after you did this, the fact that you did this, or you are here now, XYZ, is that, but we just do it here in gravity. We're like, this is the pain train, you're on it, and simultaneous lightning bolt, elevator, Zeta, where's Zeta? Somewhere's in here. The fact that they're doing doubled up Y's is Zeta. That's where it's hiding right now, I can tell. Z, float Z. Carrying on. It's 20 minutes. Hope you're ready.
Take a moment to look at it again. Well, the longer you look at it, the less it makes sense.
It makes sense. He's not giving either. He'll be talking about some stuff inside here. And you're not going to have a damn clue. But the fact that you followed this process, which is not this process, and this is not the process of building this thing that actually allows this thing to be possible, like Squiddy over here, or Google Class, or whatever. You got this is Meet.com or Google Meet, right? I mean, we got stuff. I can make classes. This could be a picture. I could get another one. We go live stream. You figure out how to hack my computer. Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Right there. So we go to the book every time. If we didn't have the answer, where does the blinky lights go? They go right to the mechanic book about changing the transmission. Taking, looks like 42 minutes. I mean, damn. And Johnny's going to get an 87. He's going to...
This automatically gives us numbers.
Red phase, blue phase, white phase.
But this naive approach is wasteful. You see, the people that designed Standard 754 realized that in binary something happens that happens in no other base.
Because of it, though. We have something to... Oh, we took one away or added a light bulb, and that made this thing pop up over here, and when it did that, it was useful, and somebody figured it out, and they made money out of it. Now you do that.
And if we know that the first digit will always be a 1, there is no need to store
What? You got the internet right here. Like, how do you do? Oh, they did that. How do you do this? Well, what do you know? How do you know what they didn't do? Nobody knows what they didn't do, but you got trial and error, the little blinky lights. When this thing goes error screen on you, you know you got it.
Even though 23 bits gave us numbers
you just crack your...
to 23, we scaled them down to get numbers between 0 and 1. And then we added an extra 1 to get numbers between 1 and 2.
I hope you got time for this. These kids are going to be ready for this? You got ready for that kind of heat?
This already is the main part of IEEE Standard 754. But just the so-called normalized numbers.
Yeah, I want that.
The informed viewer knows that the standard also includes denormalized numbers.
Then this is, what is this, Python?
Infinities,
Predator alien?
Zeros.
I don't know.
But we won't go into those, because in Quake 3 it just happens that these are never inputs into our algorithm. Otherwise, something definitely has gone wrong anyway.
You know, it's crazy. They did one was a laser infrarometry sound things. You know, it's like that doing a fucking crab that growls. They hook it up to an X-ray, feed the thing X-ray dye, and then they do sound lasers on it to tell that its stomach has teeth and some shit. Fucking alien pressures.
Should our game engine have to
No crap,
normalize a
yeah,
vector
man.
with infinite length? For this algorithm and for the rest of this video, it will be useful to think of the mantissa
Me on
and
an
exponent
island,
as the binary
working my
numbers
way.
they are. If we are given two numbers, one being the mantissa and one being the exponent, 23 bits and 8 bits respectively, we can get a bit representation with 2 to the 23 times e plus m if you think about it. Because multiplying e by 2 to the
It's
23
great. I know what I'm
just
doing. I line it
shifts
right up.
by
I got the
23
numbers
digits.
lined right up. It's this year, this many
So that's how
numbers.
one could write
Click,
the
click,
bits,
click, click.
but we get the
Save.
actual number behind the bits with this formula. This
They
should
go over
seem
there. I
familiar
look
to
at
you.
it like this. They're gonna
Here
have a
we
good
have
day
the
today.
exponent
I'm gonna
with
be on this camp talking about
127
math. Let's do
subtracted from
math
it.
version. How
And
did I
here
tell the
we have
difference in
mantissa,
making
the
a cake?
extra one in front.
Make me that cake.
But now something completely
Watch.
different.
Watch.
For no obvious reason at all.
No obvious
let's
reason
take
at
the
all.
logarithm of
Put a
the
logarithm to it.
Since we're
Stick
doing
a button in
computer
there.
science here, we take the logarithm base 2.
If you did and you figured it out, you gotta tell the kid I have a button in there I don't
Take
want.
out
Go
the
find it.
exponent, but then we
Go
can
get it.
stop. But not so the creators of Quake. Developer
You're a sneaky
Derek
bastard.
Tiroli
He's
knew
like,
a
I know a
trick
trick.
to get rid of the
I know
logarithm.
a trick.
You see, the trick is an approximation to log of
Well,
1
it's the
plus
approximation.
x.
This is your home
For
screen.
small
This
values of
this
x,
is not my home
log of
screen.
1
I know it
plus
seems
x
like
is
it's my home
approximately
screen you're watching on a video.
x.
This is actually your
If you
home
think
screen.
about it,
Can
this
you do
approximation is
this?
actually
If
correct
you can do
for
this,
x
then
equals
you've
0
made meal.
and
You've
x equals 1.
approximated the zero a
We'll add an
little bit.
additional
Okay,
term,
fine.
mu.
Okay.
This
Ain't
correction
no
term can be
paradox.
chosen
Yeah.
freely. Again, with mu equal to 0, this approximation is correct at 0 and 1. But it turns out
Interesting.
that setting mu to this number gives the smallest error on average for numbers between 0 and 1.
Okay.
So going back to our formula, we
Put
apply
it
our
at 3
trick
if you want. I
as
guess.
m divided by 2 to the 23.
Because this
is
matters
indeed a value
later on.
between 0
This
and
matters.
1.
Oh, these things, and you
We
just stretched them
rearrange
back
them a
out,
bit
and
more,
you
we
did
finally see
magic.
why we
Oh,
did all
whatever.
those
How the hell did they know this? When you do this
M
math in
plus
here,
1
sure.
plus 2 to the
By the
23
circuitry
appears.
and like maybe
That's
the
a bit
circuitry blinky light saying, oh, and if I n1 half both of those fucking patterns, I'll get the blinkety light game going. XYZ, put it in the drawer. You put it in the drawer right now.
Scaled and shifted by some constants. So in some sense,
This is what you need to
bit
say.
representation of a number is
You
a
have to,
log
but the
of
trick is salty, you see.
Our
You have to
with
wait
this
for the
knowledge, we
opportunity
can
to come in there.
finally
Which one
start
of
with
these I
three
know well
steps
enough?
of
I know them all.
fast square root.
I just may not be aware how it's coming at me right at the moment. The wrong button.
The first step is actually not complicated. It just
Look.
looks complicated because it's memory address trickery. So we stored our number into y, and now we want to do cool bit manipulation tricks. Floats, unfortunately, don't come with the tools we need to
X
do
is
bit
this now.
manipulation.
This is X. This is Y.
The reason you
I
cannot
can't
do
do
bit
X stuff
manipulation
anymore. I
of
can't
floats
add
is that
locations
we're
in that
never
way.
designed
I have to
do
make a
so.
little box for the mouse
Floats are
hole to come up
inherently
for him
tied
to
the
say stuff.
IEEE
Go,
standard
go, go
7.4.
there.
Longs, on the other hand, were designed to do bit manipulation on them. For example, here's one trick. Bit shifting a long to the left doubles it.
What's when you're
Bit
thinking
shifting
about it?
to the
Do I
right
double it here?
halves it.
Do I half it? If
And
it
yes,
goes
if
that
your
way and
number
the
is
numbers
long,
are zeros
you'll end
here
up
and I'm trying to
rounding.
program this button on the screen, do I double it in that
We're
one?
willing to accept such inaccuracies as long
Log
as it
one,
meets
Vampire.
our
That's the first
output.
drawer. You hit that thing.
C, as pretty much all programming languages do, provides a way to convert from a float to a
Down, you see it?
long.
Like,
This conversion does what most programmers needed to do, namely convert from
this
a
one?
decimal number to an
This one here?
ordinary
How do you know this
integer.
isn't the start of the universe, Schroeschringer? It might be. It could be what happened there. And then this is the smaller part. This is the part that happened after there because that's actually how that works. But in the states of things, this thing actually happened first, but you had to figure out, oh, I couldn't do those buttons on the, yeah. That's it. Button. Get you on the next one.